Hey, this is another exciting live stream, and I welcome everybody to this exciting live stream. And I'm excited to be here. It's going to be a great time together. And I see a lot of people already tuning in. Please, if you're live with me, go ahead and hit the like button, okay? So that we can gain traction. And I'm about to show you seven mind blowing things that are going to change your practice strategy in the year 2022. Seven mind blowing strategies, okay? These are going to shape your 2022. So, welcome to the live stream. Go ahead and hit that button, the smash the like button, okay? Because we're live. Thank you for tuning. I'm going to be a long live stream. I'm just going to go straight to the point. The first thing you have to do in 2022 is to rehearse your skill. Rehearse. Now, notice I never said practice your skill. A lot of folks practice skills and we throw the skills away. Okay? But what you have to do in 2022 is to rehearse your skill. Rehearsal talks about repetition. You have to repeat your skills so many times. You have to go has to be repeated so many times. So many times. Repeating. So every day you wake up, tomorrow hit the scale. Repeat it as many times as possible. You don't have to be this fast. You can go now. Scales are not just limited to major scales. You can also practice your natural minor scale, the harmonic minor scale, and the melodic minor scale. So practicing your skills and repeating them all year long. That's one thing you have to put into consideration to do in the year 2022. So don't forget this. Always rehearse your skills. That's the first thing every single day. Wake up with your skills in mind. You want to rehearse your skills every single day. Now, this is the live stream where I'm talking about the seven top practice. This is going to change the game for everyone, okay? So get ready. It's going to be a great conversation. Now, the number two thing that's going to change the game for everybody in 2022 is working out the arpeggios. Now, I never said play arpeggios. Working your arpeggios out. Arpeggios are not the easiest things to play on the piano. Arpeggios can be extremely difficult. Okay, and here's what an arpeggio is. You already know the tones of the C major chord, but peradventure, if you don't, the tones of the C major chord are C, E, and G. Instead of going C, E, G together, arpeggio is simply breaking up the notes in a harp-like manner. So you gotta work out your arpeggios in 2022. It's a lot of work, okay? And the fingering I'm using is the 1, 2, 3. The thumb on the C, the pointer finger on the E, and the middle finger on the G. All right? So let's do it together, okay? If you have your piano close by, let's just do this real quick. So C, E, G, and then move your thumb under your hand to the next C. And this is the challenging part of playing arpeggios. That's why I said work out your arpeggios. Okay, so C, E, G, C, E, G, C, E, G. If I'm doing a song, amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. that's exactly how you can use these arpeggios to make what you're doing sound good. If you love what I'm about, don't forget to subscribe and join this channel because I'm going to go live quite often in the year 2022. So if you like what I'm about and like the daily tips that I'm going to be bringing to you, you want to subscribe and also turn on the notification bell so that you can be notified next time I go live. Okay, so you have to work out your arpeggios. You have to make sure that your arpeggios are clean. And arpeggios can be very challenging. Believe me, it takes a lot of work to go. It's work. So I'm telling you this beforehand. So you don't get into it and you get frustrated and you're like, wow, this is difficult. Yeah, it's work. You rehearse your skills and you work on your arpeggios. The next thing is to memorize and master all triads and seventh chords and their inversions. You memorize and master all triads and seventh chords and their inversions. What are triads? Three note chords. You have the major triad, C, E, G. You have the minor triad, C, E flat, G. Right? Am I going too fast? Let me know in the comment section if you want me to slow things down a little bit, but I don't want this to be a long live stream, okay? And the augmented chord is like the C, E, and G sharp, and then the diminished, which is the C, E flat, and the G flat, okay? You must know these chords and their inversions. You have to memorize and master these chords. And this is kind of like a chord cardio. C major, first inversion, second inversion, back to group position. C minor, there's a level of freedom. Write this down. There's a level of freedom you can never get. If somebody teaches me to God, I'm just going to take that E flat major chord and just move it up and down the keys because I know my inversions. So you have to know your major, minor, diminished, and augmented triads and all their inversions by memory. D, F sharp A, D major chord. F, A, D, D minor. G, B, E, E minor. You need to know this very fast. And how many of you can save my life if my life depends on it, for you to tell me what chord this is? C, F, A. You say that major, that's correct. If you waited, okay, I probably be dead, by the time you get the answer. All right, I'm kidding. So that's it. Basically, you need to know what your chords and your inversions are. And this takes a lot of time. This is a daily practice routine. C major 7, and all three inversions, okay? Seventh chords have three inversions. If you're dealing with triads, you have the first and second inversion, but seventh chords have as much as three inversions. So C major 7 in root position, in first inversion, in second inversion, and in third inversion. All I'm doing is to reorder the tones. I'm just going C, E, G, B, take the C off the bottom and put it on top. E, G, B, C. That's right. So C, E, G, B, take the root off the bottom, put it on top. Take the E off the bottom, put it on top, and you keep creating all these inversions. So one thing you can do in 2022 to change your practice strategy is to memorize and master all triads and seven chords in their inversions. And the next thing is so important that I would have to say this, okay? Listen, if you miss this, your 2022 is going to be bumpy. Do some ear training. Do some ear training, okay? You need to sit down and be able to recognize certain things by ear. For example, in the key of C major, what tone of the scale is this? That's a third tone. What about this? What tone of the scale is that? That's the sixth tone. If you missed out on these two tones that I just gave, then you have some work to do, okay? Listen, don't be discouraged. And I'm gonna be going live on YouTube to also help the hear and play musician community to learn and understand these things. And that's why you need to hit that subscribe button right now and also turn on the notification bell if you love what I'm about. Okay, so you need to know this is the first tone. Fifth tone. Oh, I'm sorry, sixth tone. You can actually reproduce the tone even without hearing the tone. Da 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 da. You know, I just added some extra spice there. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. And so on and so forth. You know, you can actually hear these tones and you know exactly what the tones are. So you need to do some ear training. You start out your practice session by rehearsing scales, and then you proceed to working on your arpeggios, and then you proceed to mastering and memorizing triads and seventh chords and all the inversions. And then the next thing, you do some ear training. Oh, let me tell you what, I know a lot of people right now have, you know, seeing the possibility, you know, of being at the piano for 1 hour, 2 hours. You never get bored because you know exactly what's going on. Please, 21 people on, hit the like button, okay, so that more people, so that this video can get traction and we'll have more people join us. But thank you for watching, and I appreciate you. I'm going to run along to the next item, the next thing to do in 2022, and that's to listen to music actively. Listen, a lot of folks listen to music passively. You just listen to the music and you just enjoy. How many of us listen to music to actually hear the one chord go to the sixth chord, or the sixth chord go to the two, or the two chord go to the five, and you're hearing what's going on in the music? How many of us listen to music and you're hearing the da 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 ba ba boo da 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 da, and you're hearing everything going on in the music. Okay, the song starts by sha da da da. How many folks can hear that? 1, 2, 3, 5. Come on, sha da da da. Okay, how many folks can hear that the chord went from the 1 to the 3? Ta da da da, ta da 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 da, da 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 da. Da, 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 da. How many folks can hear things? Okay, that you need to start listening to music. And let me tell you what, for every phase you are in as a musician, there's always something you can always listen to. There are songs on 2 5 1s, there's songs that would help you practice 2 5 1s and all 12 keys. If you're listening to Happy Birthday to you, and you can consciously know that that was a 2 5 1, then you've been doing some passive listening. And I want to encourage everyone on this live stream, and if you're catching on this as a playback, thank you for stopping by. I want to encourage you to make sure that you are doing some active listening in 2022. Passive listening is good. Listening to music for enjoyment purposes, you're just trying to relax and unwind, and the music is just hitting you, you know, and you're just feeling everything that's so beautiful. Okay, but there's more. You can actually listen to music to determine the key. You listen, you get the tempo. You listen, you for the genre. Is it gospel? Is it jazz? Is it R&B? Just listen for the genre. So it's very important that as musicians we listen to music actively. So that's one thing. I'm going to run along to the next item, and that's practicing new songs and rehearsing old songs. Listen, practicing new songs means that you're trying to get the techniques of new songs. But what a lot of people do, wrongly so, is that they practice new songs and to forget old songs. Now repeat after me. Say old is gold. Say that after me one more time. Old is gold. All right. I'm not about to leave the old songs I learned last 3, 4, 5 months because of the new songs I'm working on. No, everything has to be done side by side. Okay. If I'm practicing new songs and rehearsing and repeating and going over the songs I've worked on in the past. That way, there's a balance, okay? That way, I'm improving and I'm maintaining. Here's one danger of not rehearsing old songs. You're going to get to the point where you can't play them anymore, okay? For example, there are some pieces I've learned in the past that I can't play any longer because I thought I was good. And, stuff like I'm even shocked, I'm able to do this because it's been a long time, and so on and so forth. I could do all of this, pretty good, and it's been a long time, I can't even play these pieces any longer because if you don't use it, wake up. You lose it, okay? All you have to do is to make sure that whilst improving, you're also maintaining. Improvement versus maintenance, all right? So that's it. I'm just gonna go to the final part of today's live stream, and it goes taking breaks in between the meditation. Listen, a lot of us don't believe that break time is an integral part of your practice routine. I want to challenge you today. Add that break time to your practice routine and thank me later. Add that break time to that practice routine and thank me later. Now, here's what the meditation does. Think about cooking. Why do we marinate chicken? Put in those spices and, you know, let the spice go in. Just don't boil the chicken. Just listen, I'm a foodie. Don't even get me started, all right? So, yeah. So, with the reason why we marinate some chicken and the reason why we, you know, let those spices go into the meat is because it's tastier, okay? Listen, walk away from the music, walk away from the practice too, and go do something else. And listen, don't always leave frustrated, okay? If you have a light bulb moment, that's the right time to walk away. You walk away happy. You walk away with a positive mindset. And that's the right thing to do. 44 people watching, please hit the like button, okay? That's how to encourage your boy, okay? Hit the like button and if you love what I'm about, just hit the subscribe button and smash the notification bell so that you can also get a notification because I'm going to go live almost every single day in 2022 for a daily piano show. So and you don't want to miss out on any of this. So these are the 7 top tips and strategies that can revolutionize your playing in 2022. And thank you for watching. I'm just going to go over all these strategies in a few seconds before we call it a wrap. Number 1, rehearse your skills. Number 2, work on your arpeggios. Number 3, memorize and master all triads and 7 chords and their inversions. Number 4, do some ear training. Number 5, listen to music actively, not passively. Number 6, practice new songs and rehearse old songs. And lastly, take breaks in between to meditate. And all of these have action words: rehearse, work, memorize, master, do, listen, practice, take, because that's what practicing is all about. Any practice without action steps might not produce that result that you see. So thank you for tuning in, and we're calling in the wrap right now. I appreciate everybody. Do you have any extra practice tip for 2022? I want to read that in the comment section below. Drop me a comment and let's learn from each other. And once again, I want to appreciate you for tuning in, and most importantly, the brain behind this, Jermaine Griggs, and the director of Hearing Play, Jonathan Powell, for the opportunity. And I'm looking forward to yet another interesting live stream that's going to come up. Welcome to 2022. We're ready for you all, and we believe it's going to be a great year. Just give us the opportunity by either subscribing or just engaging in the videos, and we just want to see you active this year, and let's see how we can get you from here to there. All the best, and catch you on the next one.